Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nioh 2. I'm Mysterious GG. An interesting thing happened since the last time I played. Um, so I'm done with radiation, by the way. I need to do an announcement video about that at some point. But I was in the waiting room, waiting on a radiation appointment without a whole heck of a lot to do, and ended up reading about the Nioh 2 DLCs, which I got the season pass, fully anticipating I would Let's Play through them and realized, oh, like I had gotten a new weapon. That's what the split staff is. That came from the first DLC, and I was reading about the DLCs, and it's like if you buy all three DLCs, there's two new weapons. So I was like, wait, why don't I have two new weapons? And I went back in and found out, yeah, I needed to manually sort of re-kick off some downloads, but there's a new weapon we should have had this whole time that we've now got, and it's the fist. Um, But here's the thing about the fist, Woppet. Um, Off screen, I went ahead and oh wow, these are fancy pants new fists here. Um, they're not quite as high damage as these. I was about to say, wow, that looks really impressive. It's like, oh wait, these are actually much better. I so what I did is I went to the forge, and for the first time in a long time, actually spent money at the forge, and got some fancy new fists, which are the Shugendo Hermit Fists, which imbue purity. Because you're there, that was one of the recipes I had at the forge was fists that imbue purity. And what I did is I kind of looked it up online, having done a little research trying to grind out magic and ninja proficiency points. I looked up how to grind proficiency points for Woppets, and in fact, the simplest way to do it, which was really effective, is to fight this guy, because you get lots and lots of weapon proficiency from just repeatedly punching his fists, or his knuckles, I guess. So I played through this mission again, which is why we now have two pieces of text. If I played through it again, we would unlock some points or whatever, like the prestige points, but we don't actually have enough. I just, I can do that again off screen sometime. Play through. I mean, if I played through one more time, let's see. Would it actually give us an? Would I actually be able to get anything out of it? Because I'm at 15 of 20 and 5 of 20. So which? This is, I think, the humanoid one, and then Agio are the demon ones. So I would get. Oh, I'm really close to having defeated enough of these, whatever they are. Um, the bosses, I guess, are further down. What was that thing's name? It'll be something we've only been. I was shooting Doji. I have to beat two more times if I want super points there. Yeah, there it is. So I would get plus 30 reputation points in Agio, which would actually. Oh, I'd get two. I'd be able to get other realm resistance. That's kind of the least of the ones I get, and then whatever comes after. Yeah, but I might go through it again off screen. I might not. I don't know. But yeah, because of that, I just did that, and therefore I've already got fists with enough proficiency to do the dojo mission. So let's have a surprise return to dojo missions as we attempt to do strike like a yokai, fist wielder's locks times 2, white lotus fists, shinobi box. Hey, the word on the wind is that you've been developing a bit of a thing for fist weapons. Hey, no need to look so sheepish. This is just a teacher taking an interest in a student here. You know you can always count on me when you need a decent challenge. Now, If you want to be taught the secrets of your new favorite weapon, I'm ready and waiting. And I just got done watching the riff tracks of Karate Kid 3, the plot of which is an evil billionaire decides to make his personal mission to try to annoy Daniel-san and Mr. Miyagi. But at one point, he's pretending to be a super nice guy, and he's pretending to, like he wants to be Daniel-san's teacher. So it's kind of, I guess it's kind of funny. I don't know. So basically, what I had been doing with fists, and now of course I don't have as good fist swap it as I had. I've got ones that aren't going to have any kind of special thing that they're imbuing. But I was using special fists that do purity, and I was just doing low stance, which has the fastest, weakest attacks that take off the least ki when you perform them, and just doing lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of really quick, fast punches to get purity on people. So that might not work. Well, it won't work now because I don't have special purity power. But I am a little curious. Fist of Reckoning. Triangle at the end of a combo. Increases ki damage belt by 20%. I guess I'll try this out. Yeah, so he's already whooping my ass. So this isn't looking good. I thought, because against most enemies I just rush in and start attacking first. But that might not work against this guy. And I'm doing terrible damage with these little jabs. Oh, but maybe this will work better than I anticipated. I'm just a little smarter about when I attack. Wait for him to miss something. But yeah, I don't think I'm getting this on the first try here. I guess it's not impossible. Yep. I think we're gonna have this eventually. I'm just... It is about depleting his ki. Got a little confused there because I'm cosplaying as him, which makes this a little tricky. Yeah, because he has some fancy counter, which I can learn too, but I'd have to actually get good as opposed to just abusing the same move over and over. I mean, I suppose you could eventually get to the point where you're abusing that counter. Part of the irony here is that there is a unarmed moveset that you can work on. And this is basically mimicking like what the unarmed moveset could be. Damn it, he's doing fancy counters again. So I kind of... I'm not sure how you fight somebody who's doing all them fancy counters. Maybe there's a fancier move I could be using for. So all I've got is expand your ki to unleash a mighty blow upon the enemy. Oh, hold on. I powered up the wrong I gotta powered up the wrong attack here. Because I'm in the low stance, so I could do knife hand strike. Follow up a quick attack with a sharp strike of your hand. Don't have anything else to learn, but this is the one I should be customizing, and I kind of messed that up. So if I want to do additional ki damage, it would be this, but I could also do extra damage, corruption, poison. That's what I should be doing. Now, it won't be every single hit of this weapon. It'll only be the last one, unfortunately. See, he's already going into fancy counters. He usually starts that after I've hit him a few times. That was him getting me. Yeah, I probably need to switch outfits here because I'm getting myself confused. He wasn't hitting me, I was hitting him. And this poison thing, this monkey fucking a football gimmick ain't gonna do it. This poison thing is not really gonna be effective because it's the little jabs that are doing most of this, and then getting him to run out of ki occasionally. Damn. See, I was doing really well, and then suddenly I'm not at all. Because he doesn't have any, like, one-hit kill you stuff, which some of the weapons dojo missions seem to involve you avoiding one-hit kill blows, but he gets 2 things off in a row, he could be in trouble. I got maximum proficiency now with this Whoppet. This'll be it! No, it won't. Oh, crap. Watch out for that shit. I only gotta get him one more time, though. There we are. Legendary strategist pants. I don't know why you would have those, but, Flying Kato mask. Kato. I guess but yeah, this will now be the thing to do if I want to grind against Kato for high-level gear from his own costume set here, because I have a level 133 Flying Kato mask. Never mind, this is probably no better what I just got. It's 103. So for whatever reason, he's dropping inferior versions. I guess because I'm over-leveled, I thought maybe he would be dropping really good stuff, but it's kind of not. I'd be taking a very big defense hit in exchange for slightly better elixirs. And I like your outfit, too. Well, you know, if you're gonna do this little, He did this little waggy his finger in my face routine. Also, I'm annoyed because I don't know how to use Mac products at all. I set up a little timer on my iPad, and my iPad just if I don't move the mouse periodically, it just goes to sleep. So what the hell good was that? Not bad at all. Not that I'd expect anything less from a student of mine. All that hard work we've done together has really paid off. Hey, even though I lost, it doesn't sting at all. I guess it's that teacher's pride kicking in. Anyway, as a promise, I'll teach you a thing or two about fists. I'll only tell you this once, so pay attention. But I got fist wielder's locks, so we can now enjoy fist wielder bagels. Um, oh, we got Amio Mage's locks that I completely lost track of somewhere, or just kind of didn't realize we'd gotten. So there's actually no reason that I couldn't have just done two of these at once, but I just kind of blanked on that. So I think that's all the locks. But now that I just realized, oh yeah, it was Amio Mage's locks I didn't even notice picking up, so maybe I'd do a quick check for other locks. No other locks. So what was I doing with these fists? Oh, now I probably need to get the activate and recover full ki from a ki pulse, further extends the duration of the unbroken skill. And that's not even a skill I've been using. Allows you to connect an active skill to another active skill, or an active skill to a normal attack. For each unique attack you connect with the enemy is aware of you, this attack increases. Yeah, I don't understand what that one's talking about. This one, reduce your ki consumption as you connect skills while the enemy is aware of your presence. So they're both connected to this unbroken, which really seems to be just about spazzing out and doing lots and lots of attacks. Like you're connecting active skills to normal. So I guess that means I can do the active skill punch at the end of a combo and then go right back into more stuff. Suppose this reduces your ki consumption as you connect skills. And then this one was what? Oh, activates and you recover full ki from a ki pulse. Well, I'll just do this one. And now I got two Amio Magics. And what was I doing with these? I don't even remember what I was doing with the Amio Magic, to tell you the truth. That's probably why I hadn't spent that 1 point, because I just didn't really know what I wanted to do with them. I can get Resistance Decree, the Resistance Talisman. I got the Life Leech. Oh, drink. Yeah, I haven't been using that. Maybe at some point I should start. Rejuvenation, I haven't used that much. I'm looking for one where I could do the just like protection, because I actually do sometimes use protection, and I sometimes use the Steel Talisman too. They were good ones to get the decree on, because I'm like, yeah, what the hell? If this game has it a lot more often than the original Nioh, where there's somebody helping you. So you can pass it, whatever. I'll figure this out some other time. So cool. We got super funky fist power now. Oh, I need to go. Actually turn it on. I want to make sure I've got all of my, because I probably won't use, like, fists are fun, but they're not, I haven't found them quite as useful as a split staff. And I know that because even though I was doing fairly well with the fist, I used the fist for the entire playthrough of that level. Where we fight the giant, like, mountain monster at the end, Man Mountain Rock, who basically is the monster who looks like a castle. But, like, when I got to the point where it's like, okay, I'm done grinding now, I'm actually going to beat this boss, because, like, you have to just keep fighting it and not winning, because you know, if you win, you got to do the whole level again. So you keep fighting it until you're kind of like close to winning or so, and then you get defeated. So I wasn't trying that hard to avoid damage, but when I was time to just finish that boss on the level, I was not getting it done with the fist, and I could do it with the split staff. So I appear to still be, the split staff is still going to be my weapon of choice. So let's, well, I guess unfortunately, I think we're going to spend the rest of the video on inventory management now because I got a whole bunch of stuff. And also, I set up for fighting. I kind of got set up for fighting against that one monster who really doesn't give a crap about. Several of the techniques I was using are really of no interest. He doesn't care. Um, so I think we're kind of back to normal now. On the ninja magic side, like it was weak against fire and strong against everything else. So and like using the stuff like the weakness talisman really doesn't help against it. So yeah. So let me get back to my normal setup or something close to it. Yeah, and the sloth talisman is pretty much worthless against that guy as well. Devigorate is the attack power one. Where's the one that makes it so that they are terrible at getting back their key? That's not Life Seal, is it? It is Life Seal. Okay, well that's why it seemingly disappeared. Oof. Yeah, protection talismans are expensive. Yeah, I have a problem now. I'm not using my points efficiently. Need something that takes 3. These cost 10. I mean, the protection ones are so expensive, but they can be really useful. Like if you're trying to do something like beat a boss without taking any damage, protection talismans actually work for that. Like you don't take damage, it counts that. You would think maybe like there's like, oh, that's a little sneaky. We're not going to count. It's like no, they do not appear to be able to figure out how to not let you get away with that. So we got 2 life seal, 3 sloth, 4 of these. Let me take this down. Costs 6. This costs 8. That's the problem. Some of these things are just so expensive, even when I've maxed them out. Oh no, I'm an idiot. It's not a total of 8. It's how many they are a piece. Okay, so now this I want to set as a shortcut. Sloth is usually here for whatever reason, and then I just come up short one. I've using up all of my capacity, but I don't have exactly enough stuff, and I like to keep down as elixir is always a thing. Like, I don't like to have that one ever not be a thing. Weakness costs 1.5. Do I have anything that costs 3? Because now I'm realizing I usually have weakness up there too. Yeah, alright. We're back in the saddle again. And this has been a super boring video. Or the second half of it has been. We got a fancy new Tokagamaru. These are swords that we're dropping at the level that I did off screen, but they're not bad, but they're not part of a set, and I'm holding on mostly to set items, so probably not really going to bother with them. This is a weaker version of a set item I've already got. These are better. Final blow damage. Actually, this is slightly lower attack, but it's got block +7, which is probably more useful. Water God Slayers are not part of a set. This one imbues fire. That's nice. I don't know why that would be a trade on one and not another of the same type. Whatever. I guess that's not how it works. Regular swords, like regardless of what type of weapon you use, it seems like you get more drops of the weapon you're actively using than of other stuff, which is nice. But swords seem to drop fairly commonly, no matter what you're using. So, like, I almost never get Adachi drops unless I'm actually fighting with Adachi. The same thing goes for axes. Ebony Tonfa and Ivory Tonfa together in perfect harmony. Tonfa. Apologize for that. Hatchets. Urn splitter hatchets of a slightly lower level. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the urn splitter hatchets I already have. Although I appreciate the offer, game. Tempest split staffs. Let's see, I was using this because it imbues fire, and that's good against that. And I thought about doing, going to the actual weaponsmith with the little one-eyed weaponsmith girl, and realized I could level this thing up so it's pretty high level, but it would cost, like, you've seen how we almost never spend money, right? It would cost all of the money we have. So, money, like, anything you do in that place later in the game is super, like, ridiculously expensive. So this is imbuing water, but I've got a higher level one that already does that. So there's really no point in considering any of these. This imbues lightning. I think I just need to pick what am I going to be using in the next fight, and lightning or water. This does slightly more damage. This, but water is... Lightning slows down enemy attack speed. Water causes them to take more damage, so probably most of the time water is going to be better. Depends on who you're fighting. These imbue purity, and they will probably end up doing more purity imbuing because they can be leveled up like you can get 3 levels of familiarity, but they're unlikely to ever do the damage that these do. I like that Master Fists, despite the awesome name, don't do shit. They're just like, they don't have any kind of special attribute as far as I can make out. Got my, a new Master Archer's bow, which is Uh, I'll switch. It can be. I can get more affinity with it, even though I'm like not really using bows at all. So who cares? Who cares about cannons? What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Tactician's ingenuity, slightly lower level. Don't care. These are slightly better defense, but it doesn't have any toughness. I think I did look at these. Like, great, it would be a big sacrifice in defense to use that in exchange for slightly better elixirs. So, Moon Prayer Helmet. I don't care. I really go out of my way to look at all these things, despite the fact that quite a few of them I'm just never going to use. So I try not to let myself think too hard about these decisions when it's unlikely. Oh, we got a bear head helmet. So we can, like we were going around wearing our goofy bear head in Red Dead Redemption 2, which almost called River City Redemption. Master Swordsman robes. Well, I mean, this one gives you a better split staff, which is a weird thing to get with your swordsman set, but nah. Flying keys. Oh, Yuga director, whatever. Appears to be just not quite as good. That's what I already had for that. Moon Prayer Cuirass. I will trade for that. I will. That will be my Moon Prayer Cuirass of choice. Was it Moon Prayer? That's not what it's called. It's the Moon. Yeah, it is Moon Prayer. That'll be my Moon Prayer Cuirass of choice, even though I'll probably never use the Moon Prayer Cuirass. And wait, yeah, I think we're at 30 minutes now anyway. Yeah, all right, never mind. So I'll just finish this little bit of inventory management off screen. And when we come back next time, we'll actually do some gameplay. See you then.